sexy. I'ma put some heels on you. And you never know about it, so you. I'ma put some heels on you. Girl, you look good in the Gucci that we proud of. Tell me how you feel in the Gucci that we proud of.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me here on After Dark with Nicole Kitty. I am your host, Nicole Kitty. Why are you looking at me? He just looking. We tripping tonight, okay? So send the kiddies to bed. I got my boys up here with me. Over here is George McDonald, better known as Mr. G Smooth. Right here, I got my boy Darius Norman, also known as Dr. Handsome. Okay, and we are talking about some of everything. So it's about to go down. It's about to be crazy. Send them kids to bed. We finna talk about relationships. He's gonna give us ladies some advice on what we should and should not be doing in relationships. I got some questions for him. We chop it up. When we get together, we have a good time. We talk about some of everything. So
we should have a box of freeze pops.
Okay, because we love them freeze pops. But we don't. But we got some of this right here in this glass, and that's going to be all right. So we always used to wish that we had a camera in front of us during some of these heated conversations we get into. So I'm so excited to have my boys on. You guys are going to love the show. So like I said, don't go too far. Put the kids to bed. Get your glass of wine. It's about to go down. Come back here because we finna talk about some of every damn thing. You do not want to miss it. All right? See you soon.
Done already started.
Yeah, we done already started. We done already got started. Okay, so we gonna jump right in with some questions. All right, you ready? You ready?
We ready.
Okay. How long is too long to wait for sex?
Whew.
Come on now.
You want me to take that one?
You got that one.
Okay. I think that because we're all grown people.
Okay.
I'm a grown man. You're a grown woman. We out on a date. You feeling me? Look, if you feeling me like that, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Okay.
So whether it happens now or 10 days from now or 3 dates from now, I don't think that there is a limit. I just think that whenever the time feels right.
Whenever the time.
If people can believe in the philosophy of love at first sight, then we can believe in sex at first sight.
Yeah, but if a girl give it up too quick, then some men would consider that a hoe. Or be questioned, damn, do you screw every man on the first date? Like, then you holding that over her head. Like, if something, when y'all fighting or something. I got something on my lip. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a piece of hair or something on my lip. Anyway, but you know what I mean. Have you done that? Have a girl gave it up was too willing to, give it up, and then you looking at her sideways?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I got an ego.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe, it was me. I might have brought that out of her. The chocolate man might have brought it out.
I'll drink to that.
You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
I don't think, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it that she may be promiscuous, but at the same time, it may be that she just into you. She knows what she want out of life.
Right. She knows what she want out of life. That's a fool. Wow. Okay.
It just depends. It really just depends.
How long are you willing to wait?
Hey, I ain't gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. I didn't I ain't never heard no guy say, "Hey man, you see that personality walking down the street?" Not ever have I heard a guy anywhere say that. So we're not looking at your personality.
Okay.
You know.
You don't look at a woman's personality at all when you meet her.
No. Wait, because I usually see her. My favorite place to meet women is at Walmart. I love Walmart.
Walmart is a good place to meet
Walmart,
women.
they be stunting in Walmart. It's better than the mall.
Right.
And I see them down aisle 6.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying, man, she looks like she's really nice. No, I see the curves.
Okay.
Well, because men are physically driven.
Right.
We're driven by what we see. You driven by how you feel.
Okay.
You know, as a woman, you're driven by how you
So
feel.
at what point do you look at a girl's personality? I mean, at some point you got to say, damn, you know, because, okay, well, let's say this then. If you ain't looking at her personality and you end up with a gold digger or a hoe, what they call a hoe, or somebody who crazy in the head, I mean, isn't that a flaw for you not to look? That's something. Shouldn't that be like something you should be looking at?
Well, when I say, I put it like this, the initial thing, I'm talking about the initial thing that attracts me to a woman is not her personality.
It's not her personality, right.
It's-
you look at everything physical first.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I see,
Right.
you know, but very quickly after, you know, one conversation, let me tell you something I run into a lot of. You can say, hi, hey, sweetie, how you doing? Hey, beautiful, how you doing? And they just walk by you, they look at you crazy. It's almost like a diss. So I just be, you know, I'll be out with my friends and I'll be like, dang, do I go like, hey bitch?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll
Being
get a response then, you know.
Then they
Right.
respond.
You know, maybe I gotta talk dark to her or something, you know?
Wow.
After dark.
Why do you stupid? Stupid. Okay. Well, okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, I don't even know what to say to that. So, yeah, I still ain't answered Michael. How long? Okay, so you say you don't have to wait. How long are you willing to wait?
I mean, it just depending on...
Because you might meet a female who don't want to give it up right away. So how long are you willing to wait?
I mean, just depending on the situation.
It's
situational.
What are we
like?
trying to get out of
Yeah.
this relationship too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if it's a jump off thing, I'm not trying to wait. I'm not trying to put a whole lot of time into it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Number 2. Do men like aggressive women in bed?
Bam.
I like a woman that knows what she wants.
Okay.
You know, aggressive. I don't think she can get more aggressive than me.
Right.
Kendall is laughing.
I
Kendall
play-
up in Jersey is laughing at us on here. You guys, if you're watching, please tune in and join us in the chat room. Send your comments and whatnot. Big Q said, big ass, nice hips, all personality. Okay.
Oh, that's too funny.
What did Kendall say at the bottom?
When a female knows your character, she should give it up.
Exactly.
Shout out, Jersey.
Bam. Jersey.
South Jersey.
Kendall, what's up, bro? We miss you. You know you should be here. So hurry up and get here so you can join us, you know, be here live on some of these conversations, some of these discussions. Your boys up here tripping. So men like aggressive women.
I
What you do.
I put it like
bed.
this. I know a guy
In bed.
that got uncomfortable with 12 fine women having conversations about sex. I know a guy that was like, well, you know, they're always over there having those uncomfortable
Sex.
conversations. I'm looking at him like, yeah, what are you talking about? Always over there having uncomfortable conversations. What do you mean? He's like, well, you know, they're always over there talking about sex.
And what's wrong with that? Shit,
What?
that's the place to be.
Well, he had boundaries.
You can learn a
He had
lot.
boundaries.
He
He,
had
he had
boundaries. He had-
kids.
He had spiritual boundaries.
Man,
he
please.
had cultural boundaries.
He had bullshit.
Would you like to have
boundaries.
been part of the conversation?
I was part of it.
You was there with
I
the
threw
women.
my number in. Bam. I like it.
What's too aggressive?
I don't believe there's a such thing as too aggressive. I think that if you can handle it,
What's too freaky?
Ooh,
I'm not getting fucked with nothing.
me either. Period.
But I mean, like, pretty much anything else goes. You're not sticking nothing in me.
Nah.
So that's too far.
That's
Yeah.
too far. Like, hold on, there
Pull
is
out no strap
there
on.
is
No.
a limit.
There's a
Yeah.
limit.
If she pulls out a strap on, she better be pulling out another girl from somewhere. Cause that she using that on me. I'd be like, "Oh, baby, look, you got another girl in the closet or something. You can bring it out. Come on."
I done told y'all to put the kids to bed. This is not a conversation for the kids at all. Wow. Okay. What's too aggressive, Darius? I don't know. You're a titty man, though.
Yeah, I love titties. I like booties
You
too.
know why I
and I'm
said
a
that.
red
I'm a booty
bone
man.
You know why I said that?
Oh yes,
Because she had some big
because she has
breasts.
big, and I wanted to
And
touch
I
him.
wanted to touch them.
Yeah, I do like that.
That's what's
But I'm a
up.
red bone man. But like, I don't know. Like me personally, I ain't with the whole anal thing.
Well, it's a lot of
I
women who
can't do
aren't
that,
comfortable
yo.
with that anyway. But some people are comfortable with it. So I'm going to ask y'all a question. This question was on my show a while back, a couple of months back. I don't know if y'all remember. If you watched the show, then you'll remember this question. A female wanted to know, her boyfriend asked her, and I just want you guys' opinion on it. She wanted to know, does it mean her boyfriend is gay if he asks her to toss his salad?
No, I'm not necessarily down with
He
that.
just didn't
but
have,
I don't,
he just willing to explore more than others, probably.
Right.
I'm not with it. You feel me? I'm not that dude.
Oh my
but-
gosh.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know. I mean,
I like the
everybody
pink
has
stuff.
everybody has their
Preference.
everybody has their preference. Everybody has their limits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's a question of somebody's sexuality if they want to explore certain things. Now, if they enjoy being penetrated, then that's a whole nother
Ball game.
ball game.
Right.
there. You know
Ball
what I'm
game.
saying? I don't know. No
That's
pun
a whole nother
intended.
ball game. Literally, like that's a whole nother ball game. Well, what I said and what my co-host at the time said was it depends on how he acts. If he's tuning it up, like if he got that arching
If
it
he-
back, like ooh, child.
Big Q said they funny.
It all depends.
Wow.
Shout out to Raw, and Kendall and Big Hugh on there. Big Hugh said he got.
Oh my God!
no
I don't
question
believe.
about it.
I don't even believe he brought that up. We're not even gonna say that.
Okay, well, what did he bring up? What is that? I can't see it.
Kendall.
Kendall, what did he
No,
say?
no.
Which one?
Right here.
Robert Boom.
We're gonna leave that
We're
alone.
gonna leave that alone. Kendall, you are showing out.
Wow,
Okay.
you. That's really not cool. But hey,
All right. Well, okay. What's my next question? I'm totally thrown off by that. I really don't even know what to say.
What's my
the
motivation?
first? Well, okay, we already went over what's the first thing that attracts you to a female, which is
her shape.
her shape. Okay. So, how do you know if a chick is off? Have you ever met a chick that seemed cool, but then you realize how off she is in the head?
Yes, that's
Like egg
that's
in
why
your
you have to
car.
have. That's why you have
My
to.
producer is raising his hand.
Yeah.
You have to have
Come
conversations.
tell us about
with
it,
them.
Al.
Yeah.
You have to.
Want to hear that story?
Al said we don't want to hear that
She
story.
used to work at the White House and she was on disability. How's that?
Ooh.
She
Oh.
used to work at the White House and on disability.
Ooh.
You got to be really off to be working at the White House and be on
Yeah.
Go
disability.
all the way to Miami for that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, bless your heart.
Bless
Good.
you.
Some choke.
Cut
Well-
my trip short by 3 days.
Wow, I know that's right. You know what?
I don't even have a
2 days,
response for
You
that.
should have told me that before I flew
calling
out.
Delta.
I have no response for that.
No.
Wow, that's crazy. But have you ever been with a chick that was a little off?
A whole lot.
Recently, I had a female to egg my car up last week.
What'd you do to it though?
I ain't do nothing to
You
her.
did something to it.
just
dear.
fell
Look
back.
at Joy looking at you. G Smooth looking
fell
at you
back.
like,
Come
that's
on, man.
it.
I
How did you
did.
fall back? Because it's a right
I just
and wrong
stopped
way.
calling her.
You just stopped calling?
Yeah.
No reason why?
Nah, she gave me some issues.
Come
and some
on, come on.
situations
Come
that,
on now, we being real here. Get it out. Tell the truth.
I mean, she just tried to play me.
How?
Well, it just seemed like, she tried to play me like I was a simp or whatever.
Okay.
Cause I'm a laid back, I'm a smooth cat.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
you are a smooth cat now. What the hell?
so she tried to play me, so I just kind of fell back.
Right.
And she went nuts. She couldn't take it.
Women
She egged
can't-
my car up.
A lot of
Addicted to
women-
what the dick did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that is.
That's what it is.
Addicted to what the dick did.
You know what? That's
So what happens
true.
when you do jumping jacks in it the first time?
Women, you know what? I got to
Well,
I'll drink to that
drink
too.
to that. I don't know. I
try
don't
to
know nothing
eat
about
well.
jumping jacks in it. That's something new. How you jumping jack? How you do jumping jacks in it?
Well, I got a high libido, you know what I mean? So I eat good. I take flaxseed
I'm
oil,
sorry,
you know what I
I'm
mean?
trying
So, man, I
So
be
he
want to
eats
tear
good,
something
y'all.
up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they, when I do it, I do it.
You go all in.
They be flipping. I had a mother flipping out on my Facebook. I had to delete her. She was going crazy. She didn't want egg my car.
Never had that happen.
Wait, real quick, y'all. We got somebody, and we ain't gonna name no name, but he out there. He know who he is.
Uh-oh.
Who had a woman who came to his house, drop kicking his door.
Oh, yes. I distinctly
You know who you
remember a woman riding her bike to
Damn
this
it, I know
guy's
you're
house
in
Yes.
there. She
and leaving her bike at his house
Yeah.
and then
And
trying
beat on his door.
to drop kick the door in. You
Yeah.
know who you are,
Kicking in there.
player.
You know who you are. We ain't even got to
Bam.
tell you.
Music Midtown.
Oh, Kendall.
Oh, you done called him out. Damn. Kendall know who it is. Took that girl bike. Did he take her bike?
No, she left
No,
the
she
bike.
left
She
the
wanted.
bike. She
you
came
know,
over
women.
there in a bike.
Women will do certain. I learned certain things about women, because I had a girlfriend once, and I just realized that she would leave certain things around
Right.
the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be cleaning up, like, dang, this.
Women leave their items.
Yeah.
We mark territory that way.
So she left her bike at his place. Like, this is my bike place.
She want her bike back though, Kim. And you got her out there screaming, and you here, and she dropped running, and drop kicking the door, trying to get in to get her 10
She was
speed.
mad because it was a Huffy.
It was a wow.
I ain't gonna call my homeboy out no more.
Yeah.
What's one thing you can't stand for a woman to do in a relationship?
Spiteful.
Be spiteful.
Spiteful. I absolutely hate spite. As a man, I do things, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a malicious bone in my body.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do things, I always tell people, look, charge it to my head and not my heart. And like right now, I have been kind of talking to somebody who, I got some things going on in my life where I'm actually very busy and I don't have the time to really sit and talk with her or come over to the house or take her out or anything like that. And, she'll get mad at me. When we first started talking, I sat her down and I told her, I said, listen, I got this, and this going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that I'm interested, but you got to understand that I got to get through this right now.
Right.
So don't think that I'm blowing you off. She tells me the other day, I'm about getting fed up with you. Really?
Deuces.
I don't have a problem dismissing you.
Right.
So it was.
I, for one, as a female, I can say this.
Mhm.
I have nothing against. I have, whatever you prefer is on you. But me myself, I couldn't be gay because I could not deal with a female. I couldn't deal with the emotions, the mood swings, the tempers, the tantrums, the pouting, the complaining. I could not deal with it. I would be locked up. I'm not condoning domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. But some women push
Need to get choked. No.
or shook real
I'm
hard.
just playing, ladies.
At least just shook, just like
Yeah.
just want to you want to lay hands on them, and then you try to leave and they won't let you leave. They hit me. What you gonna do? What you gonna punk bitch? They
A
will push
relationship
buttons.
is over with. If I ever get into one with a woman that does that, after the first time it's over. Because that lets me know that you have no boundaries, and now it's become a spiteful thing
Right.
where you can't have a constructive adult conversation and we can't agree to disagree, you want to now put me in a position. Domestic violence charges never go away. You know, I have friends who have been, that follows you. Like, you know, you can't teach, you can't work in certain areas, you can't work with children, and it's all like the judge doesn't want to hear that. And I don't think that women really understand the long-term repercussions that come along with that when you're going to say, oh, this guy put his hands on me. Now, there's a difference between a guy that's just whooping your ass.
Right.
And a guy who, you know what I'm saying, you pushed and pushed, you're all up in his face, he's steady trying to get away, and you steady all on his back and stuff, and now you forced him to defend himself. When I say defend himself, I don't mean like you're going to cause no bodily harm, but I mean like women have nails, they can scratch your eyes, they can do things to you that, you know, are physically harmful, but not necessarily detrimental. You know, nobody likes to get slapped. Nobody likes to get pushed. Nobody likes to have somebody in their face. And when I've seen situations where a guy will turn to walk away and a guy will turn to leave, and the woman's like, "Oh no, where the hell you going? Where you going? Nah, motherfucker, come back." And it's
when
like,
they're trying to leave
damn.
the situation. That's a terrible thing women do. I don't agree with it. You know, I don't. It's just, you know, and I guess I don't know. I want to say, you know, young ladies out there, even, but you got some old fools out there who just, you know, haven't learned how to let it ride. If he's trying to leave, it's not working out, let him go. You know, let him go cool off and then talk to him later instead of trying to talk.
I'm sorry, Rod just asked the question, what happens when you're dealing with a Jill Scott-sized chick? Well, personally, I ain't finna take no L from a woman. Call me sexist if you want to. I'll tell you what won't be on my resume. Got his ass whooped by his girlfriend. That won't be on my resume. So hey, however it's got to go down is however it's got to go down. I'm gonna protect me, and I'm gonna keep the belt.
What's the belt?
The championship belt.
Oh Lord,
I'm not giving that up. So you know,
I'm not
gonna get my ass whooped. I'll tell you that
by
much.
nobody. You know,
not at all.
But I think people need to. You know, it's kind of like how Cat Williams said on the stand up. Did you see the stand up when he was like, you know, well, ma'am, did he clutch at you? If you know, as he was going down, did he clutch at you? Because he asked the woman, did he hit you? And she was like, hell no, I knock his ass out. And he was like, yes, ma'am, but as he was going down, did he clutch at you? Like, you can't even clutch at her. The police is automatically gonna take her side. Like,
well, in Georgia, they have something called primary aggressor laws now because they saw how ridiculous it was getting, and I still think it's ridiculous, but it was just, I mean, the law, if the law is meant to protect and serve, then it was not protecting and serving men in the state of Georgia, and they had to change those laws because whoever the primary aggressor is on the scene. So if she's acting a fool when the cops get there, she's gone.
Right. Well, that's a good thing.
And I think that's only
that's fair. It's fair. Right. Let's move on. What's the worst way to break up with a guy?
Whew.
What's the worst way you've had a girl break up with you? I mean, that was just like really
just not keeping it real.
Is it kind of no.
Just kind of not like, you know what I mean, playing
getting
games or whatever.
A little personal now.
Not personal, but you know what I mean, just kind of playing games, just not coming forward with
and
you.
Saying what she was feeling from the get go.
Yeah.
Building up to, because you just don't wake up and be like, I want to break up.
Right.
It's something that's adding up to that.
You playing games.
Right.
I think that the surprise, what I call the blind man's breakup, the surprise breakup, like I thought everything was going, I've been a victim of this.
Right.
I thought everything was going
great,
and I'm constantly asking you, what can I do to make this better?
Right.
And, you know, are you happy? I'm all into making you happy. And you're like, oh, everything's good, and surprise.
Damn.
I'm not happy. Yeah, this is
working. This and this.
It's not you. It's me.
I'm empty. I don't have anything else to give. Like, really?
Right.
So I don't think that that's fair, because what it is, it renders you helpless. It renders you unable to correct whatever it is that's wrong. You know, and I think that relationships, the root word of a relationship is relate, meaning to come together on some kind of a level.
Right.
And if we can't relate and communicate, if I don't have the opportunity to correct what wrong it is that I've done, if I haven't done anything like cheat on you. I can understand a woman being mad I cheated. I can understand a woman being mad I put my hands on her, or if I talk to her crazy, or if I, you know, any of those things that are breakup worthy. I can't understand you having conversations with your homegirls like, girl, he don't be doing this, and girl, he don't be doing that, and
they don't come to you,
and then they listen to their friend who ain't had a man in 6 years,
Right.
And she's bitter.
Thank you.
Now, I'm gonna say something that's kind of interesting. He may not want me to put it out there, but you're in the counseling, so you deal. I know you're kind of laid back because you do this all day. You counsel all day.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
All demographics, all people,
all ages and
all
everything.
ages, yeah.
So I mean, it's important. I tell people all the time, before you try to love somebody else, to find that within yourself, and that's true, right? Right. Okay. Well, I just wanted you to co-sign on that.
Can I add something
Go
else?
ahead. Yeah.
Like, you know, some people tend to think singleness is bad, but singleness is good because it causes you to find the treasure within. Causes you to find who you are as an individual, and what you're gonna find out. You know, by you being single and lonely, it causes you to find out what you like, what you don't like, and what you'll be able to tolerate with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And by being that you're single, you should take the time to cultivate who you are. And being that you're single, you should find out what you're interested in, explore that first.
Right.
And then by you exploring that, you'll find people like-minded like you that'll fit you.
Wow. Y'all don't even understand, honey. We be having some deep conversations. These are my boys here. Woo! Got some stories we could tell you at this table, honey. But, honey, if time permitted, oh well, y'all just may have to catch it next time. But
Part two,
because there will be a part 2. Real quick, what's the way to a man's heart to you? Come on, be honest, because one of y'all said good head out there in the lobby.
That'll keep me around for a minute, but no. The way, honestly, I can't speak for all men, but I can say that the way to my heart is just to allow me to be who I am. Like a woman that just loves me for who I am, a lot of times there's nothing that warms my heart more than when I say, "Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry, I'm just like that," and she's like, "Oh no, it's all good. I just like you for who you are. Just do you. I like you." That really like makes me want to be with that woman, and makes me want to do more for her, makes me want to be better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, real quick, is that M Dizzle says the way to a man's heart is sex. That's what he think. A good sex, you got him. He just ain't even in stress free. Yes.
In no stress. Good sex, no stress.
That's part of it.
That's part of it.
Is that heels on you? Yes.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all this, because we're adults here, and I can ask this real quick, and this will be my last question. How important in a relationship is it for your girl to know how to give good head?
Say that again now.
How important is it for a woman to know how to give good head? Tell the truth now. People want to know.
I mean, let me say this. That's a tricky question, because you don't want her to be a professional when she get to you. That means she's had a lot of practice. I don't want a woman that's had a whole lot of practice with it, but I want her to throw herself into it. Like, yo, don't hold out now. Come on. Because
it's you. If she love me, you gonna put her. You gonna go all the way in. You know what I mean? So it's like
that is heels on you in the background. By the way, M Dizzle.
Okay.
What you know about that?
Okay. What you know about that? But it's important to a certain extent for a woman to know. I mean, we can all, a woman can always be taught, you teach, just like women can teach a man how to please her if she love him, and okay. So that's what's up. Okay, well, I think we're running out of time. We done ran out of time. My producer he done gave me the sign language over there. He been flashing me and shit and let me know what's what over there. I got you, Al. Al, he be flashing. So I have to wrap it up. Tell people how they can get in touch with you. I'm sorry, I saw that.
Oh yeah. You can get in contact with me, Facebook, George McDonald. That's George McDonald. And Twitter is at G_SMOOVE. G Smooth. G underscore smooth.
That's right. Put the underscore in there.
Underscore.
How they can get in touch with you?
You can definitely get in contact with me on Facebook. I'm usually on there interacting. You can find me at Darius Norman, or you can find me on my email at dariusnorman@yahoo.com on Facebook, or you can find me on Twitter at Norman Love Raps, at Norman Love Raps on Twitter. So.
But they better know how to put that @ sign on it. They don't.
I had to stress that, you know what I mean?
Some people don't.
Some people don't know, you know what I mean?
And you guys know you can contact me on Twitter at Nicole Kitty with the number 1 on the end. You can also email me at NicoleKitty123@yahoo.com. And we're going to be here again next Tuesday, same time, same place, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in. We talk about everything. This is the hottest show where anything and everything go. As you can see, this was fun. Time flies when you're having fun. Mm-hmm. But you guys, thank you so much for coming on and answering some of these questions.
Thank you for having us.
We had these talks all the time, and I'm so glad we was able to share it with you. A little taste of what we talk about when we get amongst each other. So shout out to Kendall, Big Hugh, Dizzle, Raw, all of you guys for watching, all my Facebook and Twitter fam. Thank you guys for all your support, and we'll see you next time.
You guys want some popcorn?
You know what?
That's another show.
You're so fine, it don't matter what you wear. Not to compare you to other women, but there's something in your wardrobe missing.
Real leather, so soft, Louboutin, red bottom. Girl, you're messing with a boss. Tell your girlfriends about them. Saks, Fit, Neiman Marcus. We spend all day shopping. New wardrobe, model in the mirror for me. Stand tall with nothing but your heels on your back. That thing up. Come in, let me feel on your girl.